Hi, I'm Nicholeen Peck. I starred in an episode of The World's Strictest Parents back in 2009. And in this World's Strictest Parents reaction video, we are going to see how to love your family as we see James and Hannah bond to our family and to theirs at the same time. So James and Hannah started out the week at our home really rebelling against who we were as a family. Pushing back, earning negative consequences, not liking that they had to learn to work and stuff. And then they softened rather quickly. They realized we weren't going to get angry with them. We weren't mad at them. We liked them. We loved them even. In fact, I kept praying to show them love repeated times throughout the day. I did love them, but I wanted them to feel that love for them. And they did. I think Spencer was probably praying the same prayer in his heart because we wanted them to know that our home was a safe place. It was a safe place to make mistakes, and it was a safe place to learn and grow. That's how every home should be. Well, there was a moment where spontaneously the family decided to do a little musical concert for James and Hannah. In fact, Quinn and Paige sang a song for them. And we're going to see this in this clip. This actually was a moment that a lot of people were touched by when they saw the full episode. In fact, I had people from all over the world contacting me and saying, that was so precious. I love that song. That will be my favorite song now for a long time. I have a woman I met in England, a dear friend who she's a dear friend now. I didn't even know her before this program, but she reached out to me after the program and she said, when I saw your children sing Homeward Bound to James and Hannah, and I saw the amount of love pour out in your family to them and with each other, I knew at that moment that's what I wanted my family to be like. And it was touching. We met her. We've since gone over to see her, as well as other people who have mentioned to me that this particular time in the show was the moment where they just really, really felt like part of our family too. So let's take a look.
Nicholeen and Spencer want Hannah to look forward to a new life with her family. They've asked their children to sing for the British teens.
In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, and the sky is clear and red, bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the cross, set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. It's all your fault.
That was a really great surprise, guys.
Let's just talk about what's happening right there, just what you're seeing as far as our family dynamic. So you see my husband, who is just blubbering over on the couch, and he's holding London, and he's just getting choked up and starting to cry because my husband's a bit of a softie and he's an emotional guy, and family bonding, I mean, that's just one of those things that's just gonna make him weep every time anyway. But I think he was really proud of his children. He felt the spirit of the song. You see Porter jump off my lap and go over and sit next to his dad and cuddle with his dad because he felt that his dad needed some extra support because his dad was sad at that minute. And then he started crying. Then we see Hannah and James crying. I'm holding back tears because we're all recognizing that this moment, something's changing. This moment actually happened the day they went to the ranch. So I know that's a little out of context. If you've seen the whole program, which I hope you do, you'll know that starting on day 3, they went out to the ranch. And then now many things have happened in between the ranch and now, so it's hard to pinpoint that this would be that same day, but it is. And at that moment after the ranch, when they came home and we all talked about their day, and then Paige and Quinn decided to sing for them and we talked about family, everything changed. At that moment, it was like they were part of our family and they always had been. And we were just one working group that really cared about each other and loved each other. And the camera crew felt it too. I mean, we all were so bonded. It was such a beautiful unifying experience. People from different walks of life, different worlds apart, different countries, different religions and belief systems, all coming together and feeling like one bonded, united family. And that just shows you it is possible if you care about people enough. And that shows you the power of family, which is what James and Hannah were feeling right then. I'm not going to ruin the end of the full program for you because there is another reaction video that's on that part of the program. But at the very end of this program, James talks about family and what he learned about family and how much of an impact that was for him. So this changed things for them. In fact, Hannah decided she wanted a family like this, and James told me he wanted a family like this. I want to have children. I want to have a family, because they never knew it could be like this. In fact, there were even members of the camera crew that said to me, Nicholeen, I would have a family. I'd have kids and get married and stuff if I knew that it could be like this. And I said, it can. It can be like this. You can have this much love in your family. It's possible. I think there's a myth in society that for some reason family is like torture, is like a drudgery, something you have to get through until you get to do what you want to do. It's a very entitled, selfish type of lens to life and the world and the meaning and purpose of it all. Family gives the purpose of it all if the family is doing its job. Family is what makes everything else worth it. And I think it's just a lie that people are buying into, that their life really is about themselves. You never find happiness when you're just trying to make life feel comfortable or pleasurable for yourself. Purpose is always about other people, and the most obvious other people to live for are the ones that you're connected to in your own family. So let's see what else happens here.
It made me realise how nasty I've been to my family.
Yeah, how I act towards my mum.
Yeah. And I need to tell her that I love her so much. And I miss her. And I'm going to be good for her. That from now on, I'm not going to be nasty to her no more. Because she doesn't deserve it.
Feeling bad like that for those things and for understanding her sacrifice. That is a deep form of love, because that's you being selfless.
I do love it to
It's
pieces.
beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I miss my mum now and the baby so much. Just sometimes I try and pawn the baby off on people when I want to go out. And I've realised now that I shouldn't really do that, because I only get one life with her. And she's going to get to a certain age, and she's not going to want to spend all the time with me that she's going to want to now. I just want to be a good mum. I want to be the best mum that I possibly can for her. And I don't want her to have a life like me. I don't want her to drink alcohol and take drugs and smoke weed. I want her to be a good girl. So I need to actually grow up now and start being a mum, because that's what I am. I'm a mum and I can't change it.
That's powerful. Look what happened to her heart. This was on the third day at our house. She went and worked hard. That's why she's in work clothes. She came home and she bonded with our family, and she saw what a family could feel like and be like. And she went, what have I done? What have I done to my mom? How come I haven't treated her with love like this? Like these children who love and care for their parents. And how is my daughter gonna treat me in a few years if I don't change things? Very grown-up thoughts. Very mature things to consider. She's had a change of heart. Both she and James decided at this point, in this minute in the program, that they had to focus right now on becoming the best version of themselves. They had to use the time in our home as a learning opportunity to change their path of life, to start a new trajectory for themselves. And they did it. That's the coolest thing about their story, is they did it. They changed their direction. They decided to be more positive and to make their priorities take a precedent in their life and with their actions, and it made a difference for them. As I see what they've done with their lives, I'm so happy for them. That doesn't mean they're perfect, but they did big things, hard things, made changes. They decided to love their family, and that was more important than loving themselves. In fact, to fully love themselves, they needed to love their family. Powerful stuff. Family is that powerful. That's why I spend my whole life trying to strengthen families. Even before I did this program, I was trying to help foster children. I was trying to help other parents know better ways to parent their children and to solve problems at home in calm and loving ways. Because there is nothing more important than the family. That's the group we have for our lives, and I believe even beyond. How sad is it if we don't take the time to appreciate them and to strengthen those bonds while we have them with us? If you've liked this reaction video and seeing a few of my tears, then subscribe to this channel, because there are other reaction videos from other moments in the episode that we start in, but there are also other videos that come out every day on this channel that will help your family and will help you live a more self-governed, loving life. And I think that we all need that, especially during these hard times. Subscribe now.